G'day everybody, welcome back to our playthrough of My Time at Sandrock. It's 8 o'clock, we're in the Eufaula ruins. We should really get going and actually do stuff before time runs out, because obviously we do want to get a good night's sleep. Aiming to try and dig my way through to the next section if we can, but still keen on trying to find stuff as well. I'm gonna pick out ores here and be selective. We'll try and get tin ores more so than the copper ores, because the copper ores are a lot easier to find, obviously. So, but let's continue down here. And while we're doing that, let me just talk a little bit about what happened in the previous episode. We had a good chat with Mort. Seems like a really nice person. Kind of sad story about Mort, really. So he's definitely seen the decline of Sandrock, and hopefully we can turn things around and help not just him, but everyone else in the town as well. Aside from that, we also met Ernest. He seems earnest, trying to report on the events at Sandrock, particularly what's happening with this Logan fellow. We had a bit of an interview, and we didn't exactly tell him much, did we? Well, we didn't really know too much about Logan, but I suppose maybe we could actually get to know Logan at some point, if our paths cross. I think it's time for us to leave, guys, because we don't really have any stamina remaining. We could eat this fruit and perhaps get stamina that way, but that's only going to be enough for like maybe one hit. Not even. We need 2 stamina to swing this thing, so let's get out of here. And yeah, there was then another event with Ernest, which I thought was a little bit weird, because it seemed like those two things, the interview about Logan and the thing with Jasmine, were 2 separate things, but they happened at the same time or one after each other. And it didn't seem to sort of gel well. So I'm not entirely sure why that happened. Perhaps maybe normally we can see Ernest anywhere else in town and the interview would have happened anywhere. But maybe he so happened to be at that exact spot for the Jasmine sort of quest line thing to happen as well. So yeah, interesting. Not entirely sure whether or not that sort of stuff would actually get ironed out. Alright, we've got... Oh, well, there they are. Yeah, there's a lot of pop-in in this game. Again, as to be expected for early access. Anyway, it is going to be 10:30 very soon. I think it's time for us to really call it quits. Maybe we can sort of tidy up our inventory a little bit before we go to sleep. And then, yeah, time to start a new day. We're still a little bit directionless in terms of, you know, whether or not there's actually a main mission for us to sort of start thinking about doing. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to find out what's next. Let's take a look at our inventory here. In the previous episode, we bought some more inventory space as well, which is awesome. So we've been able to really just carry a whole bunch more stuff. I'm super happy about that. But I still want to try and be as organized as possible here. So we'll try and leave things in the spots that have already been designated for them. Yeah, so we've got another camera piece here. I don't know how many camera pieces we need, but if I'm not mistaken, we've also got another camera piece sitting somewhere else. We'll try and look for that. We can chuck the discs here, though I'm not sure if I should be carrying these, because we could potentially just research some more tomorrow, but maybe I'll just leave that there for now. We'll grab the extra camera piece that we have and we'll try and bring this to the museum, and we'll see if we can, you know, fix that up into the one exhibit. Hopefully, anyway. And then we've got all these other art museum pieces. So we have 3 of the piece number 2s, but only 1 of piece number 3, and obviously we haven't found piece number 1. So yeah, we are starting to sort of run out of space for a lot of this random stuff. Maybe I'm just gonna leave some of them there. I'm gonna bring the camera one because we might actually have a need for the camera piece sometime soon. Well, I'm gonna sort of look at whether or not we can combine all of it and go from there. If we can't, then I'll obviously put it back in storage. So let's chuck all of the rest of our dregs here. Can we make other stuff? I mean, there's plenty of things we can make. I just don't know if it's a good idea to jump the gun. And we've made quite a few of these other things already. Maybe we can make some glass. Don't seem to have a lot of glass, and I'll do some more bronze bars in the other one. Just for good measure. And at least we're sort of utilizing some of our stuff here. Let's maybe chuck fine wood scrap in here. We'll do something like that. And yeah, let's have a sleep. Alright, so let's see what this day has for us. At the very least, maybe we can pick up a commission and, you know, do all sorts of other things, perhaps. Something from Vivi. I'm not sure if we've met this Vivi person. Blue, thank you for helping me out with the salted fish. Oh yes, no, this is the person who wanted us to give fish to Mort. I'm sure Mort appreciates the care. You can bring him more from time to time if you so feel. He'll enjoy it. I made you a little something to say thank you. Okay, cool. Maybe this is a hint that Mort likes salted fish. Speaking of salted fish, maybe we should try and make some more. So we'll see how we can do that. I think we might actually have some spare fish lying about, so might want to give that a go. A letter from Ma. Dear Blue, oh, Nia stopped by. She's getting along well. Studying under Dr. Lowe, I think his name is. You'll have to ask her yourself for more details. They've been doing something with that tree you used to play on. It's looking better. Maybe we can get you a picture. With your dad and his bonsai trees and your friend with her own gardening skills, I'm starting to feel a bit left out. Maybe I'll grow some peas. Those really crispy ones that snap when you open them. What are those called? I have to ask one of the experts. No updates on the quilt situation either. Last I checked, they were in Atara. Hopefully, that means they're on their way. Cool. Let's reply. People are into planting here too. I'm digging it. Okay. I hate farming. They're called snap peas, Ma. You can try to grow them, but they're not that easy. Yeah, let's be positive here. People are into planting here too. I'm digging it. It's kind of a big thing around here. Life or death even. They take it very seriously. Alright, yep. We haven't even started planting anything just yet. I would like to get into that at some point. Alright, so let's back out of all of that. No research done just yet, apparently, so we're gonna have to wait for doing even more research. Let's check the commission board. And we'll make those salted fish as we're doing this commission. Again, I hope we can do a commission where we can eventually meet someone new. And I should be checking the map actually to see if there's any important events. So we've got another request for another stage backdrop in 9 days. This one pays us 1,700 goals. That's actually quite nice. I think we've met everyone here.
Yeah.
Then where in the Sam Hill are all the Yakmal? Looking like your fence is broken there, partner. Well, now I don't recall asking you a gosh darn thing, stranger. When do you get off going around criticizing the handiwork of good ordinary citizens such as myself? How am I to know you ain't had some part in some conspiracy to release me of my Yakmals, huh? Oh, jeez. Alright, Whoa, relax. I'm a builder. I'm here to help. Well, well now. I done heard tell there was... This is really hard to read, guys. I done heard tell there was supposed to be a couple of new builders around town as of late. Didn't expect such a young'un, but I guess it ain't much of a surprise now, neither. Even since our water supply started drying up, good help's been scarce and... Oh, I was supposed to scroll down there. That's right, we had eggs in every hen nest, 2 socks for every pair of feet, and water, precious and delicious water. There was plenty to go around, not like these days. Cooper's wiry voice, which once grated against you like sandpaper, is now sounding like a soft lullaby being whispered into your ear. We'll keep listening. And the cacti, well, now I guess I ain't got what you'd call concrete proof, more of anecdotal evidence. However, I'm rather certain that the color of the cacti have grayed a bit. Not that it is necessarily a problem, and one, again, I do admit could be a figment of my own imagination, however. The pointlessness of Cooper's ramblings begin to tug at your very soul. Your eyelids are becoming heavy. We'll keep listening. Green is the natural color of a healthy cactus. Therefore, it should stand to reason that if the cacti were getting more healthy, they'd be greener as opposed to less green, which, as I outlined earlier, simply ain't the case. You feel like you've been listening to Cooper talk about cactus for hours, but you check the time, only a few minutes have passed. We'll keep listening. Cooper's rant continues on for what feels like eternity. You begin to question your own sanity and whether or not Cooper possesses some sort of extraordinary ability to manipulate time. We'll keep listening. You are unable to concentrate on the individual words that he says anymore, but he brushes over broad topics involving the fashion of his youth and the various slang words used for goals at the time. We'll keep going. And make sure it's a bronze fence. I know what you're thinking. Whole rest of the fence is wood. Well, guess what? We ain't allowed to chop down trees no more, so better make it bronze. You rudderbagger, you. And make sure it's a bronze fence. I know what you're thinking. Whole rest of the fence is... Oh, okay. Why is this coming up twice? Yeah, I'll get right to it. Thank you, partner. Finally, a young'un here earning their keep. Okay. Yeah, at the moment, I know Yan's up there as well, but he's sort of still like my number one disliked character here, because of the comments he made about the dark circles of our eyes the one day. Seriously, he should be minding his own business. Alright, so we need... Well, we've got most stuff. We just need the thick rope. So why don't we see if we can do that. And yeah, hopefully he pays us. We didn't really ask about any reward or anything like that, but you know what? If it helps the prosperity of the town, we'll do it. So thick rope. We need a couple of those. And yeah, we just need to go out there and repair. But you know what? I feel like doing the fishing right now, so why don't we get to the fishing? It is 10 o'clock. Still plenty of time in the day. Just want to maybe use up some of our stamina to try and get these fish before we use our stamina for anything else. Need to be holding the sandfish trap. There we go. Alright, so let's chuck in a sandworm or two. Hopefully we'll be able to get one or two of these fish. I don't know how many fish we should be catching, but I'll try and get a few. Okay, well, that didn't go so well. Let's chuck one there. Very nice. Do another. Okay, well, that bait in the middle we just wasted, really. Maybe I'll chuck one more over there. Oh wow, that's a big one. I don't know if our trap is going to be good enough to catch this one. Okay, yep. So we got a large sand carp. Oh no, okay. Well, it's gone now. Let's do that again. Yeah, this activity doesn't actually take too much stamina, so we could probably still do a whole bunch of other stuff after this. Yeah, I feel like you sort of need to be a little bit extra careful when actually trying to throw out the trap. It's not as easy as it seems. Alright, good. I wonder if you can throw this and just catch a sand carp just without using any bait. I guess it'd be very, very challenging though. Oh, look at this one. Chunky boy. Yeah, you really need to get like this sweet spot. Oh god, alright. Well, maybe not. And it's not always obvious where that sweet spot is. You just need to sort of get it right when things highlight. That's when you sort of throw it. Nice. Okay. Try and get some more. Ooh, there's a different type of fish there. Haven't seen these ones before. What is that? And a sandacuda. Nice. Very good. Alright. I wonder if you can use like different types of bait to try and get different types of fish. Oh, darn. Okay. There we go. We didn't waste that, that worm, which is nice. Okay, we needed a bigger one for that one, apparently. Okay. Well, I guess we're not gonna be able to catch that one. Oh, we can catch the smaller one. Nice. Alright. Oh, goodness me. Speedy boy over here. I'm sort of just throwing out all of my, my lures like it's nothing. Oh, I can't quite get this one. Oh, no. Okay, so I guess it's just a given that those big boys we just can't get. Let's check the basket here. I mean, we caught a couple of large sand carps. I guess maybe there's an actual measurement for some of them, and we might not be able to catch all of the large ones. So anyway, let's leave, and we can start sort of looking at drying some of these sand carp and making some delicious fish. And perhaps maybe every now and then we can give one or two to Mort. And yeah, we should be repairing this fence sometime very soon. It is almost 5 o'clock. Let's chuck. Okay. Dried sandakuda. We need some soy sauce for this. So we can buy it from By the Stairs or Blue Moon to go. I see. So it's not something that we'll be able to harvest ourselves. We're just going to have to buy that. Let us make all of the salted fish. Why not? And yeah, let's go ahead and repair our fence over here. Now, with this stage backdrop, I don't suppose I'm going to have to install it. I don't think so. So most of the time, those commissions, you just really have to just hand it in to the person who ordered it, and you'll be done that way. Fix. Okay, there we go. Let's have a chat with Cooper, see what he thinks about it. Hey, mate.
Yeah?
Fine work, young'un. With builders like you around, Sandrock is sure to be in tip-top shape in no time. I'll holler back at ya for some more work sometime. And you know what they say, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. That means if I can't read this properly. That means if you help me, I'll help you, you hear? A quid pro quo, if you will. A mutually beneficial exchange, I say. Alright, there you go, guys. My little bit of a Texan accent for you guys. You decide to slowly back away. Bread. Nice. I like some bread. Bread is good. Plus 2% critical rate. Okay, well, I suppose if we're fighting some difficult enemies, we would want that. So yeah, I suppose he just runs this farm. I did see like a storefront there. I wonder if we can buy anything interesting. Let me just have a look. Oh, we can actually buy a mount. Didn't we have a mission that we picked up about learning how to ride stuff out in the wilds? I think it was with Elsie as well. Maybe let's have a chat with Elsie.
Legend has it that Martle had this giant duck as her friend. There have to be some clues around somewhere if the tale is true, right? A giant duck doesn't just vanish. Bye!
Okay, well, I was hoping for that mission to trigger, but apparently not. So, let me take a look at our mission list. Yeah, we just have the commission. There's nothing else, so let's grab the copper wire and let's start making this stage backdrop and we'll go from there. We'll also get a few of our machines going just to keep things on the go, if you will. So, good. Let's pick all of this stuff up and let's get things going. What do I need this for? Materials required for the stage backdrop. But we've already got the copper though. I don't think we need more, but I do want to just make some more anyway. Just in case. And I suppose we can make a few more panes of glass. Why not? Yeah, let's get this backdrop going. So assemble. Very nice. Alright, let's grab that. Okay. We definitely don't skip leg or arm day, do we? I mean... I feel like we need like a cart or something like that to make things a little bit more realistic, you know? Have to load it in the cart and then tug it along to deliver to the various folk of town. Let's go to the Commerce Guild and let's turn it into Yan. Oh, actually there he is. I thought he was missing for a second. Let's talk about the commission, mate. Yep. Well, you didn't embarrass me, and that's what counts, newbie. Make sure you keep this quality. We gotta make our Commerce Guild famous, and my face along with it. Jeez, man. You're in it for the wrong reasons. Okay, so let's get going. I do want to maybe just put a few things down, and we'll get to sort of doing other stuff to, I guess, reduce our stamina levels. Not entirely sure about going into the mines. It's sort of kind of late already, so maybe we won't worry so much about doing that. Maybe we can try and get some more of these sandworms while we're out and about. Let's chuck all this stuff away. Rough cloth. What is this? It's a resource. Okay, so we use it for making something. Let's put hardwood planks there. Bricks, yep. Ah yes, there's the matter of the camera, which I do want to check whether or not we'll be able to actually combine. That's alright, we've still got plenty of space here, so that's good. Let's go to the museum. Actually, no. Museum would be closed, wouldn't it? So maybe there's no point in going to the museum. Yeah, I have to keep remembering that places close after a certain hour. So if you want to do stuff, you really need to take that into consideration. Actually, do we see the hours here? Yes, we do. So museum's open till 6. Well, it's gonna have to be tomorrow. Plenty of Yakmal to try and, you know, kill here if we really wanted to, but you know what? These Yakmal can live for another day. I feel like we've been being mean to all of the Yakmals recently. So, you know, we'll have a peaceful time here with not a lot of violence, preferably, unless things decide to attack us. Okay, good times. Actually, just want to check how much gold we have. Yeah, we've got 4,000 gold. That's pretty good. Perhaps maybe we should think about using that some way. Maybe even, you know, expanding our workshop and stuff like that. Might be a good idea to do sometime soonish. Okay, we learnt about sandflowers. Nice. Yeah, so this place, you can definitely explore quite a bit. There's something down there which looks like a point of interest. Perhaps maybe we can do a bit of diving in there and get a whole bunch of resources, perhaps. I'm not seeing any way through here, so we're gonna have to maybe go back. The one thing that I'm also curious about is how the leveling up goes when it comes to our builder status, because I would love to be able to pick up like a couple of commissions at a time rather than just the one. And I believe you just have to keep doing jobs and gradually sort of make a name for yourself. So, what about this dead wood? Are we allowed to harvest dead wood? I don't see the kick ability. So I assume perhaps maybe we could. Since we've got a lot of inventory space now, I think we can afford to gather manure. And it is almost 11 o'clock. We probably want to make our way back to have a sleep sometime very soon. Okay, our fish is still going. Probably when we wake up tomorrow morning, we should be able to hopefully pick up all of our dried fish. Let's have a sleep.
Pass me more. Retreat!
Okay. Right. Interesting. So, something with the Geeglers happened there. So, looks like there is another major part of the story here. So pitching in. So we'll check that out. Meanwhile, though, before we set out, we'll just deal with a few things at the workshop. Yeah, we need fuel, actually, so let's dump all of that in there. And maybe we'll get the furnace going on this side as well. More glass? Sure, why not? And we'll collect the dew. How are we going for the amount of dew that we have? Okay, we've got enough for one more batch of water. We'll throw that in right away. And get the recycler going. And we'll dump more fuel in here as well. Good times. Dried fish. Love it. Alright, so we've got 10 of these, and if I'm not mistaken, this gives us a lot of stamina, right? Like plus 16. So that'll be able to keep us going for a little bit longer in the day when we need it. Not entirely sure when, but you know, if we decide to go into, say, the Eufaula mines, and we tried to sort of like stay there for a very long time, at least that's gonna, you know, keep us going. What is going on here?
What's up?
I hope the Geegler lizardmen will see the light eventually. I don't think we should antagonize each other. The desert is big enough for the both of us. Alright. I'm not entirely sure what we're supposed to be doing here. Got old newspapers, bones. Did we even pick up the mission there? No. Maybe we need to move this way a little bit more.
Did you see that? Those darn Geeglers are at it again. Look at this mess. They're muddling up our water. I honestly don't know what it is they have against us. Do you mind helping out with the trash around the oasis? The longer they're in the water, the higher the risk of contamination, so we must hurry.
Yeah, sure. Let's clean this place up. I suppose I might actually find stuff as a result. What does this say? Avoid water pollution. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, let's try and pick up all the other stuff here, so... I wonder if those Geeglers are actually polluting the water on purpose. Oh, this is Vivi in the bushes. The audacity of them Geeglers, throwing trash up in our business. If I were just a few years younger, I'd go teach them a lesson in manners.
Catch you later.
I wonder why the game does that, or is it because I try to go into the water or something? Yeah, okay, I see what's going on. Alright, so the game basically tells you, don't go into the water. Is that everything? I think so. Game just wants us to talk to Burgess. Hey, mate.
Hey, I saw you helping out. Thanks, we all appreciate it. If you found any valuables in the trash, you can keep those. Isn't that great?
Cool, and we got some more water out of that as well as a reward, so that was definitely well worth it. I guess that can be considered to be like a main mission? So perhaps maybe all we need to do really is sort of just live out our days here in Sandrock, and gradually we might actually see some main events occur, and we'll help out when we can, essentially. So, ranch part-time work with Cooper. Interesting. What's this? Runner-up with Avio. So a few missions here and there. Alright. Well, I'm going to do something a little bit different today, though, guys. I think maybe the focus should be, obviously, one, picking up a commission, because that is definitely the thing that we should be doing on the daily. But then I do want to investigate whether or not we can spend some of our gold on improving the workshop, particularly getting just a little bit more space to work with. Because we are going to start getting a few more machines. A wooden bookcase. So I know we've seen this in the workshop table, or as a recipe, I suppose, in the workshop table before. Never actually made one, so it'd be interesting to actually make one for a change. So yeah, why don't we do this? Although marble brick is going to give us more money and better reputation and experience, I suppose, but it's not that much difference though. This one's giving us 400 gold, this one's giving us 464. Let's go with the bookcase. I think the bookcase might be a little bit easier. Less mucking about with the materials that we don't really have a permanent source for, so that marble is a little bit difficult to find. Alright, so we've got all the glass we need for it. And we need wooden boards. So, how do we make wooden boards? Oh, we just find wooden boards. Alright. Wooden boards would probably be available from just all the various wooden scrap that we can see, so why don't we just go gather all of that? And yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll eventually finish what we need to do with this commission, and once that's done, we'll take a look at how we can upgrade our workshop. That way, make a little bit more space for new machines. Speaking of new machines, actually, I haven't checked the mail. We might actually have a new diagram to work with as well. Okay, not a lot of wooden boards around. I don't know why that is. So, a bunch of copper scrap everywhere. Yep, let's bypass. So there goes 200 gold already. Maybe Yakthorn might give us some wooden boards? No, gives us some wood. We might get some scraps from here, or wooden boards from these scraps, rather. I can't remember how many days we have to complete this commission, actually. I think we'll, at the very least, have a couple of days, right? So yeah, I'm not seeing any wooden boards anywhere. So this is a metal junk pile. Maybe might not be such a good idea to destroy that one. I suspect maybe we might also find a lot of those wooden boards from wood scrap, potentially. I'm gonna stop the recycling of the fine wood, and we'll drop in wood scraps. Actually, hang on. No, I'm not seeing the wooden boards there. From the processor. My bad, guys. Here we go. There we are. Alright. Okay, let's continue the recycling in that case. So yeah, we'll get this in a moment. 3 minutes. But yeah, let's take a look at expanding the yard. So we pay 1,000 golds to upgrade the house. I think we definitely have the money for this, so let's do it. Nice, so there we go. It's just straight up more space. So I wonder if we can, oh yeah, we can definitely pick up the water tank as well. So you know what, let's do that, because I do want the water tank to be sort of in a snug location. That makes a bit more sense, I think. And then we'll move everything else. I don't suppose we can pick things up while they're working. We can, actually. I wonder how that works, but anyway. I won't question things too much. Do that. Let's chuck that there. And it just simply continues working. Nice. Alright, grinder goes right next to it. And I think we can keep the recycler there. Or actually, maybe we can push the recycler back a little bit. Good. So now we can actually have a couple of recyclers going. Let's pick this up. Oh, you know what? I'm so happy that you don't have to empty out storage before actually moving it. Because a lot of games require you to do that, and that is just really frustrating, right? Because then you have to sort of do a bit of inventory Tetris, so to speak, and yeah, definitely a little bit more frustrating. Paper. I wonder what we would need this for. Jerky. That gives us 7 stamina. That's not bad, actually. Why don't we make some jerky? And yeah, do we need to move anything else? I don't think so. But we've got a little bit more space over this side for some storage or some new machines. Maybe all I'm gonna do is just do something like that. I think that makes a little bit more sense. Alright, cool. Still waiting on those wooden boards. Let's maybe go out, hit a few rocks, and then come back to it. Okay, now one other thing that I do want to also do is just figure out whether or not there's an area that we could sort of go to and explore, because we haven't really been too far away from Sandrock and our workshop, so might be nice to sort of explore a little bit, see what dangers are out there. We know that there's a bridge over here. Geeglers are about, which might cause some issues, but I'm sort of keen on seeing what happens if we try to fight those Geeglers, so there's that as well. And I wonder if the Yakmal stations might take us anywhere else on the map aside from places in Sandrock itself. So, yeah, but in terms of the stamina levels that we have, not the greatest if we do want to do that. Still 1 more minute on those wooden boards. Again, we'll continue hitting stuff. Okay, so our stamina's almost out. Let's maybe have some of this salted fish. Yeah, that gives us quite a lot of stamina back. I just need to make sure that I actually use all of this stamina, because otherwise I pretty much lose the value of these fish if I don't actually completely use up my stamina for the day. Alright, so this is all that we need to be able to make the bookcase now. Let's quick build that. And we should be able to turn it in to, I think it's Owen that requested this one. So yeah, I think I might just explore a little bit. It is only 6 o'clock. So we've got a few more hours before we need to sort of head back. There he is. Oh, Mason's here as well.
Oh boy, it's you. I mean, I didn't expect to ever see you again, so I hadn't really prepared for this.
Yeah, care to impart some final words of wisdom?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna look over in this direction until my train comes.
I wonder if he actually leaves. Anyway, let's have a chat with Owen.
Howdy. Thank you.
Let's complete that. Hey, you got that done quick. Here's your pay. You earned it. Nice. You bet I did. Because I'm doing most of the commissions on the day here, rather than in even a day or two. Perhaps maybe that's not the right way to go about it. Maybe I should be sort of slowing things down. Alright, so I think my aim is to try and go to this area here, and we'll see what's there. Who knows, there might not be anything interesting at all, but, you know, we won't really know until we actually explore, so... yeah, there's a little bit of a drop here. Yeah, we can continue to go down. Don't see any of those Geeglers about, so that's a plus. Gigantic canyon there. Looks like an old building. Definitely an interesting looking place over there. I definitely want to go visit. Actually, if we cross the bridge, it looks like we might actually be able to get there. So, interesting. Some Geeglers over there. There's actually quite a lot of them. So, I wonder if we would be able to handle them with our current level and gear. Actually, speaking of level and gear, perhaps maybe we should be thinking about crafting ourselves... Oh lord, okay. Perhaps maybe we should be thinking about crafting a bronze sword. I don't even know if that's available, but we can always check. Let's see here. Did we uncover everything? Almost. There's a sliver here that we haven't really looked at. So, interesting. Maybe the next goal should be to check out what's going on around here. There's a few pathways out of town. So, yeah, we'll take a look. Another Geegler graffiti there. Can we actually clean up the Geegler graffiti? I'm not entirely sure. I think when we saw the first one, we just sort of said, you know, oh, this is Geegler graffiti. Don't know where they get the inspiration or whatever. But I didn't see an option to actually do anything about it. Eight o'clock. I do sort of want to hit stuff and use up some of our stamina. But at the same time, I'm curious about stuff happening on this side. Grand Mesa. Okay. There's more around there. Let's have a look. Again, we could be, you know, going into an area that we're not ready for here, potentially. Oh, look at this. A lot of stuff down there. Don't want to drop down, obviously. We might die from that. Okay, so there's a pathway down here. And there's a hyena on its lonesome. Oh, level 27. Jeez. I don't think we're at that level just yet. We're at level 14. Okay, yes. Time to head back, everyone. So from here... Yeah, we could go up here. Wild yak moles. Yeah, alright. For the sake of using some of our stamina here, I'm gonna just deal with a few of our rocket roosters. Okay, good times. Alright, so this is actually the other side of Eufaula Salvage. I wasn't expecting we would be able to get here. It is 10:30, so it's probably a good idea for us to go back. Again, I feel like we could drop down here and perhaps maybe fight some of these robots, but maybe today's not the day for that, because it's getting late. Maybe, I'll tell you what, maybe in the next episode when we wake up, we'll sort of make ourselves a little bit of a personal goal to check out the robots of death down there. Okay. I think we're done. And I'm gonna try and make a dash for the bed. And as I said, in the next episode, we'll check out the robot area. Again, unfortunately, there's no real way to get in there officially, but if we can try and jump our way in, we'll try and do that. Provided that there are no other main missions for us to try and do. Obviously, there's the commission that we have to think about, but that's a different story. Alright guys, I think I'm going to call this an episode here. So it's been actually a pretty good one, I would say. We got a few things done, made quite a bit of money, expanded the yard. I'm really excited about that. So there's definitely now room for even more machines. So hope we can do things a little bit more efficiently, get a few more bigger projects on the go. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Alright. Leave a like, a dislike, or a comment or two down below. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.